tell. No. I'm sure there's been many before her, but you know, she's just the one. Okay, so religion. This was the key, the central part of Aztec life. It was muy importante. Sorry, the rose. It was a big deal. Man, it's so small for you guys. Can you even see it back there?
Yeah. No, I can't see the bottom.
Pardon me, online people. I need to adjust Mr. Rose's room again. Did you guys tell him about that, by the way?
That's way better now.
Good.
And then I'm over here squishing, like almost closing my.
All right. Sorry about that, home people.
My eyes just.
All right. Now, one of the core beliefs for the Aztecs was that Huitzilopochtli and the other gods, they needed your blood to survive. That's right, your blood. Yeah.
What are they, vampires?
Kinda.
Oh, God.
Now, and one of the things though is, it was important to keep these gods happy, because if the gods are happy, you get crops, you eat, you survive. But if they're angry, earthquakes, floods, famine, other natural disasters, it was not good for you to not have the gods be happy. And this is why the priests are going to have such a prominent role in Aztec society. Now, their main god, as we talked about, was Huitzilopochtli, the sun god, the god of war, the one, of course, that sent that eagle on the cactus to go eat the snake and show them where Tenochtitlan should be. Now, this is probably an exaggeration. Remember how I said how the Spanish are also how we know about the Aztecs? So they wrote stuff down. Now, they wrote that they sacrificed thousands of birds every day. I find that hard to believe, just to keep that up, because yes, maybe you could sacrifice thousands of birds in a year, but odds are every day, not. They also talked about like how they had sacrificed thousands and thousands and thousands of people every day. Probably not as well, just because you'd run out of people and birds very, very quickly. Priests, though, what? I'm sorry, what, Simon? But they didn't sacrifice themselves usually. They sacrificed, their neighbors. Like, they went over to Madeline's for dinner and then just left with her family. Sorry, Madeline. All right. Priests would go prick themselves to go offer blood that was not just like, it wasn't always just like you had to be dead to offer your life. They would offer blood in all sorts of ways. Oh boy, fun, right? I'm pretty sure on here I have the pictures of all the skull racks and stuff that they had too, which was kind of cool. It's just,
don't show us. Yeah.
I got some skull rackery. Okay. Don't worry, not like, but so the Spanish are going to be absolutely horrified by this, and so that's one of the things. Aya says I'm horrified too, but we don't know how much the Spanish exaggerated when they wrote about this. Now we do know that the whole thing went down where the Spanish wind up going and starting the riot, which ends Tenochtitlan, which we're going to talk about later on this week. It's going to happen because there's going to be an interruption of the human sacrifice, because the Spanish are like, hey, what are you doing trying to remove Campbell's heart? And they're saying, just it's a regular Tuesday. But the Spanish did not like that answer. And yes, they would do it by removing a heart. So this is the part normally where I'd very happily put Simon on top of the altar. I would then have my other priest pals holding him down. Yes, that would have been you. Imagine the joy of holding Simon down while he's kicking and screaming and begging for his life. Then our main chief priest, which probably in this instance would be Clarosaurus Rex, would take an obsidian knife. Obsidian is a volcanic rock. It is very black and very, very sharp. Very, very sharp. It's like a black mirror. It's very cool. But then she would go with one single swoop, remove Simon's heart. With the other hand, hold up Simon's heart while it is still beating, because, yes, it was that quick. Oh, Sarah, why do you look so surprised? No, you just get used to it. And so after removing Simon's heart, they would then squish it into like a little bowl, so then like all the blood would leak out, and then they'd go paint the walls of the temple with the Simon's heart blood. Sorry, Simon, you're having a bad day. And then to really ruin Simon's day, they would then push him down the steps of the pyramid. And this is all a reenactment of there's this Aztec myth where like this one god's sister like wound up going and marrying someone he didn't like, so she was really mad, or he was really mad, so he wound up sacrificing her for that. Well, I'll have to find a video for the myth, but yeah, it's You're like, wow, that seems a little like an overreaction. But yeah, so that's how they would reenact it, and this is something that they would, do thousands of every year. Good thing your guys' lunches are pushed a little bit later, right?
Thankfully, even though that's not going to save us.
What did they eat the bodies afterwards?
Now, why would they eat the butt? See, Amer just takes it to another level. He's like, oh, did they eat them? No, they didn't eat them. They're not cannibals.
I would not be surprised if they did that.
Unbelievable.
Dracula was actually real, and he got his name because he would actually eat human flesh.
Oh my.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stories of Dracula are based on. Yeah, a lot of them are actually based on Vlad the Impaler. And of course, if you were a warrior, you're exactly who they wanted for this. So, Aiden, watch out, Baruski. Okay, moving on. Dun, da, da, da. Yeah, poor Simon. I mean, I liked Simon too. He's a good guy, but he happens to be the one sitting closest to me. So you're still closest, and you need to be socially distanced from Amer there. So yeah, you're stuck. Yeah, and so here's a great comic. It really shows the whole thing. Now it's wrong because the knife should be black here, but I just love it. Like poor Simon, you can see his face right there. Almost looks like him. Although, put a shirt on, bro. And then, yeah, I love it. And God told me He really, really wants your. Oh, I love your facial expressions. I love it.
Look at the sacrificing crazy. Like, hey!
So you see, Amer's gonna Photoshop this. He's gonna put my face there, and then put like random students. So one of the things that they had right here, so this is kind of cool / frightening. So these are actually all human skulls, and this would actually go up really high. And they have these skull racks all over for all of the human sacrifices. Yeah, and it's all around. And so the Spanish saw this, and they're killing thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And I don't know how long it took them to build up this kind of skull rackery, but there's still a lot of questions unanswered. All right. So here we have Quetzalcoatl right here, which is probably my actual favorite, which is going to be the feathered serpent. But they had hundreds of gods and goddesses all through different aspects of nature. And I think we are going to stop it there for today. So that is going to be our notes. I almost hit the hang up button, which is not what I want to do. I want to hit the stop recording button. I was thinking, I wish you